Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of D&E Doodles.
That's right, we're back again. Another pre-recorded one.
Yes.
This one, it's a challenge that always comes and goes, but we did like a draw this in your style, but with one of each other's drawings.
Yeah, we just picked one of each other's works that we enjoyed, or just gave us some pleasure, I guess, or a cool character we liked, and we did it in our style.
That's how it is. So you're up first this time.
I'm up to bat.
Yep. So here we go.
I don't know if you're gonna put the person I picked on here, but
It'll show up.
yeah. So I picked this cool character you made, like kind of a delinquent. Seems like she could be in like a beat 'em up game or something, you know?
Yeah. She's just called I just called her unnamed Sukabon character for a while.
I saved it, and her name was Batgirl.
I saw you called her Batgirl.
Because she was holding a bat, and I thought she just had a cool vibe. Like, reminded me of like one of those anime high school delinquents characters.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like that's why that's what the Sukabon is. It's like the delinquent characters.
Yeah, so she seemed like just cool to me, so I figured she had to have a cool pose. So I searched here, cool holding bat pose, and
Ooh, that's a good one to search.
yeah, and I found this cool like leaning on the wall type of thing. It was actually a guy, but I think that worked out because she seemed like she would be a little more muscular. So I started with like a male shape, you can kind of tell, but then I kind of changed it just a little bit, but I left her being more like muscular because I feel like she had that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So here I'm just sketching it out. I did forget to record some part of this, which you'll see later, but it turned out to not be like the worst thing. So as always, you know me forgetting to record a section, but I did realize before I put too much work in. So this was a cool pose to try. It was pretty difficult, but I wanted to just focus on giving this character a cool, just a cool like delinquent vibe. So I thought this matched it.
Yeah, someone like gave me a recommendation for her name, and I had to go back to find it. Someone said Kojiro, and I thought that
that's
fits.
a cool name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kojiro.
so this could be Kojiro Batgirl.
She's not Batgirl.
Kojiro the Batgirl.
No.
And yeah, so this pose was cool. He's like a dude leaning on a wall, and then I did the pose first, as you could see, and I started sketching out the clothes over top.
Yeah, that's usually a good way to go about it.
Yeah, that's in art you should kind of work that way. It's easier to draw clothes after you already know the shape you're going for, and then you can kind of just fix, and erase and get a nice little sketch going. Working on some shoelaces. She has a cool like ripped cut off shirt, kind of like a school shirt, but she ripped it, the sleeves off,
That's what you determined it as.
Yeah, I don't know, she like flexed too hard and it just ripped.
You can't really tell because of the cape.
Yeah, I know. I just saw her arms on one of the things, so I was like, oh, she obviously, it could just be rolled up, I guess, but I went for rip.
I like you say that because like she clearly has sleeves in all the pictures I'm looking at.
The only one I saw that you drew, it looked like she had a tank top on, so. But I also still covered that with the cape, so I'm.
Yeah, so like,
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I liked her clothing. I thought she just seemed like, one of those characters would have like something like a cape to make them stand out. She's like the leader of the delinquents or something,
So that's the funny thing. When I like fleshed out the character, she's not like she doesn't like actively try to be a delinquent. She just thinks that looks cool. Yeah,
that's just the vibe. I definitely made her more delinquentish. I gave her a cigarette.
Yeah,
and she had like a band-aid, so I feel like she gets in fights and stuff.
She definitely like has fought, but she's not like looking for fights.
She's kind of like one of those nice ones, but everyone just thinks she's mean.
Yeah, everyone just kind of assumes she's like a troublemaker.
Also, a cool part I thought was that the bat had like googly eyes and dog ears.
Yeah. So the main thing about her is she's actually a magical girl.
Oh.
And that's the bats are familiar. It's like a little dog guy.
Okay, that's cool. Like a Chainsaw Man thing or something.
Kinda. Yeah, he could just turn into a bat.
Yeah, that's tight. So I kind of gave her. I left her with the. You have like circle, just like black eyes, and I thought that kind of fit the character. So I didn't give her like an eye color. That they do that sometimes in like shows, you know.
Yeah.
So I just gave her those black beady eyes, and it kind of looked like, you know, it matched her vibe. Like she just had that piercing stare.
Mm-hmm. You like walked up and like, hey, can I have a dollar?
Yeah, and she's like, sure. She's actually really nice,
yeah.
But
she just has like a resting bitch face.
Yeah, she's just chilling. Here I'm doing some the line art. Got the sketch done finally. That was actually really fun to draw all these clothes and stuff on top. I just thought this design kind of, you know, reached out to me, I guess, when I was looking through which I wanted to draw, and I was like, dang, that girl's cool.
Yeah, she's like a fun design.
And it was like one of the characters that I think would go with my style pretty well, because I can make her, you know, look kind of cool and menacing.
Unlike me, when she looks very not cool and unmenacing.
It was pretty menacing and cool for your style, even. I was like, wow, let me do this one. Yeah. So yeah, I just like this character design.
Wait, I just don't. Did you give her gloves, or is that just her?
No, those are her wristbands.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You'll see when I put like colors, but
that's fair.
Doing the nice shoes here, you know, getting some
she's got the
fixing
Nike
up the line art
eyebrows.
Yeah, she does have the Nike swoosh eyebrows, which I think are cool.
And that was funny to me because like I basically never draw eyebrows, and I think someone noted that.
There you go. You can see that I forgot to record when I did the flats.
Yeah.
So she got her color real quick, and now I'm already shading.
Yeah. She ended up going a bit lighter when you colored her, I noticed.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to stick pretty close to your colors. I probably just did that color and liked how it looked, so I was like, alright, she's cool. And then here I'm doing my multiply layer per usual, and I just go in and pick the colors and use it to fill. I did kind of more of your approach here, trying to fill bigger areas with actually an easier way by grabbing the area and then just filling it instead of me doing it by hand, which I used to do all the time. I still do some parts by hand just because it's easier for me, and it's kind of like a process thing, but
yeah, that's fair.
Bigger areas. This
is when I can't get over that. Like, did you see like a like dragging for a couple frames, and then she just colored in,
and you see berserk guts, and then you see just her colored in. Yeah, I realized I forgot, and I was like, damn it. But I was like, oh well, this part usually takes longer anyway, so. Just doing some highlighting on, you know, the clothes and pretty minimal stuff.
It looks like it might have just rained right before this.
Yeah, it could have. And she's got ahead to get that cigarette smoke. Here I'm probably taking a break.
Take breaks every 7 seconds.
Yeah, I really like how the shading came out on her. I don't know. She started looking cool and more delinquent, I guess. Then this is where I tried to do a background.
There you go. You use tools.
Using your perspective tools, do that, because this was like a kind of downward looking up-ish angle, like level almost, so that really had made it a lot easier than me just trying to freehand it. I have perspective tools. So now we got this cool like brick wall thing in the back, you know, giving it
I am noticing there is one line that just kind of goes the whole way.
I wanted it to almost be like dreamy-ish, like a weird But sometimes if you see like brick walls, they will have one that just goes like straight down the.
Yeah, this is like I like this how this ended up. You apparently corrupted the file.
I thought the wall was kind of plain by itself, and I was going for that delinquent vibe. So I was like, maybe she'd be standing on some like graffiti that someone did, you know.
She's actually just waiting for the person who did that, so she can give him like a smack up top the head for doing
everyone thinks she did it, but she's like, nah, I'm waiting for the fool who did this.
Yeah, this was my favorite convenience store.
Yeah, and then I put some perspective on it, did a little blending to give it that kind of paint, like spray painty look.
Yeah.
Gave it a little texture under it, so it looked like it was on the wall. And I thought that was kind of cool looking. So
yeah, that was. It did really turn out cool. Like the whole background to this.
Yeah, it did some shading, and I ended up really liking this piece. Actually, I haven't done much. Like I've been trying to focus on posing more, so this was like a perfect opportunity.
Yeah. So there's them together.
Yeah, there's a side by side. I think she turned out pretty cool. Oh,
yeah. So I went with your Reaper. I actually went back quite a bit.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah, start with the iconic chili shape.
Yeah, basically, his hood is like a chili. It's an interesting choice. I did not expect that.
Yeah, there was a couple. So I kind of went the opposite of you, because you said you chose that one because you thought it would help work in your style really well.
Mm-hmm.
I went one that like kind of was abnormal for me.
To give you like a challenge with the style.
Yeah, to like really like hammer down the difference.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I did not expect that. That's interesting. Getting your sketch in.
Yeah. That's always a fun little trick. If you want something to have like a chunk take out of it, just draw a circle. And then use that to delete it.
Yeah, use your tools, baby.
Yeah, always use your tools. Digital artists have tools, so you're allowed to use them. It's the law.
It is the law, and we're letting you use them.
Yeah, where are the authorities on this, actually? So feel free.
Yeah, yours I picked mostly because I thought I could do cool posing and work on that aspect, and also the style came out cool. But this is an interesting choice for you.
Yeah, I have a tendency for these challenges to kind of try to keep it the posing and stuff similar. Just because I think sometimes that's fun to see how different a similar thing can look.
Yeah, just like kind of taking it at its base and then doing it in your style, like, without changing much about the pose or anything. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and this is something I liked about this is like there's a really nice flow to his cloak. Kind of like giving him a really like swoosh kind of shape to him.
I think with that one, I tried to make everything in that kind of like go in the same circle so it flowed better, and I actually came out decent on this one.
Yeah, so I decided to go all out for the eyes. Honestly, I put like most of the effort into the eyes themselves.
That's what I like to see. I also liked how I did the eyes.
Yep, so I flipped the eye and then redrew most of it.
Yeah, as you do, use your tools.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was funny, like, watching that, because it's like, ooh, okay, he grabbed the eye in 2 use, and then, like, immediately after, I just delete half of it.
Nice. Ooh, yeah.
Get his little eyes in there.
At first with this, I wasn't actually even gonna give him eyes.
Oh, yeah?
And it was just gonna be, like, the dark hood face, And then I ended up putting some red, and I was like, what if he had, like, fire around head eyes?
Fire around head eyes.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah.
Nice shading in there.
Yeah, just kind of, fire has a lot of colors. I ended up kind of really trying to add hot rod flames to it,
Yeah, I like that. I like the ones you put in it. These little shapes are nice.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of fires have, like, 3 primary colors to kind of... Well, it's mostly because that's how heat works, but, like...
Yeah.
I had to color some of these by hand just because I didn't feel like changing my paint bucket's size.
I do that sometimes, and I'm just like, well, color it by hand.
Yeah, so here comes the line art. I say it a lot, but for anyone who doesn't know, I do colored line art. So it's always, it reflects whatever color the actual thing is. So the cloak was gray, so very gray.
Pretty gray line art for the gray cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's interesting to see how that will turn out too with this little character.
Uh-huh. And then I realized I forgot the hands. So here's me putting them in. Use your tools.
There you go. I drew every single metacarpal when I did.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds awful.
It was the hardest part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't worry, I still have to line them.
Yeah, every time I'm like, cool skeleton idea, and then I forget that skeletons have so many pieces of bone that you have to draw. And I'm like,
And I also forgot the chain, so here's me doing that.
Nice. Yeah, I like that you kept his, like, it's almost like a bend in the, just like...
Yeah, I thought it, like, was neat how it made it look.
All the many little flowies.
Yeah, I mean, it gives it a lot of character, for sure, which is good. And then here comes the scythe. I had to make a new layer because I realized I forgot to... I forgot the scythe would go on top.
There we go. Classic, new layer.
Yeah. And these were kind of interesting to try to piece together.
Little chain links.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun for sure. Here come the skeleton hands. Ooh. Look like beans.
They do. Basically, they're just little beans. Little hand beans.
Yeah. I think mine ended up a little more separated than yours.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Which is fine, like, that's how it is.
I mean, they are separate. It's not like they're linked, you know?
Yeah.
And you have more of a, like, a chonky style, so it kind of...
Yeah. I end up having a lot thicker lines and stuff, I notice.
Even when I think I'm doing thick lines, they're not that thick.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel about mine a lot, too, actually.
Yeah. You just have, like, a... Yours is, like, a... Everything you do is, like, kind of friend-shaped, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of thought that Delinquent Girl was cool, because she... Even though she probably is nice.
She was for a concept art class, actually. And, like, I just finished watching, like, a bunch of videos about this Sukeban craze in Japan. So, like, I was like, oh, I want to make one. That's a magical girl.
Yeah, I always say I don't have a lot of characters, but if I think about it, even like this, I kind of draw... I do draw characters, but I just don't think of them as, like, OCs or anything. I just kind of, like, make ideas that I have in my head.
Yeah, that's all I might do. Also, you can notice I forgot to delete some lines.
Classic art struggles. Ooh.
A little corruption. That's nice. That's nice.
We love a little corruption.
Bye.
I see you actually did the flats in your recording.
Yeah. I didn't just post a picture of Bart Simpson and then it's colored.
Berserk Simpson.
Yeah. This is definitely the biggest deviation. I just, like, did my very, like, silly ghosts.
Oh, fun. Yeah, you gotta give it your style.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Here was a fun thing. I ended up making a skeleton in him.
Oh.
Kinda.
A little mouse skelly.
Yeah.
I like that. Nice.
As always, use your tools.
Nice. Yeah, I've had the copy paste flip.
Yeah.
I noticed you went with the wide canvas for this.
Yeah. I don't know. I tend to go wide with stuff like this where I know I'm gonna end up needing the reference image.
Oh, nice glow.
Yeah. That's always
that one?
I blurred it. I just it's how I do our thumbnails actually. You just take you take the color, like do 6 paint buckets on top of it and then blur it.
Nice, and it gives it that out glow effect.
Yeah.
I usually also do those by hand by using, like, the airbrush.
Oh, that was fun. I had that on the wrong layer, so that's what that was about.
You love to hear it. That's the artist struggle. The wrong layer.
Here's that. He ended up kind of... I don't know where the light source is actually coming from.
Yeah,
but
I don't either, but, you know.
It's rule of cool sometimes, that's always...
That's true. Sometimes it's just like, what looks good.
Yeah.
You know, what looks cool.
Shading every single skeleton finger that no one's gonna look at.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta think about that too, like, when you're, like, really hyper-focusing on things, you gotta zoom it out and see how much it really matters, like, how much detail you have to put into it.
I tried to do a little bit of light, like, the fire itself was kind of the source.
Give it a little red, yeah, or a little...
Yeah, there's me making a square.
Nice.
I'm looking up a ref right here, hopefully it'll show up soon.
I like your little ghosts, they have, like, arms. Oh, nice. You got the bones, even.
I got some bones.
You got... Oh!
So, I think yours also was just a stock image turned red. So
yeah, mine was just a...
So, I also did that.
Yes!
And I think it actually... It looks pretty good, actually.
Wow. That's actually...
Actually, did I grab the same pile of bones?
Yo, you might have.
I think we did.
I think we did.
That's funny. But yeah, so...
Cool.
That was a lot of fun.
I like how that came out, actually.
Yeah, I think it, like, really showed a lot.
I think the eyes are my favorite, how you did them.
Yeah, they really pop, yeah. But, that was a lot of fun. We'll do something like this again. It's always a great thing.
Yeah, it's always fun to, like, get inspired by someone else's art and, you know, do a little redraw on your style. With permission, obviously, but...
But,
it's almost like a fan art of each other's art.
Yeah, kinda. So, remember to like the video, comment the video, subscribe the video.
Kiss the video.
Eat the video.
Ooh.
Print it out on your printer, and then eat that piece of paper. But yeah, I appreciate all. We upload twice a week, every day starting with the T. And if you need to see that, subscribe and hit the bell. Make sure you don't miss our content if you want to watch it.
You could even tell us what you want us to draw.
Yeah, we take requests. We haven't seen any, but we take them.
We take them, put them in the comments, and we'll draw it.
Yeah, but until next time, thanks everyone for watching.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.